Hey there. Today we want to talk about 12 college financial planning tips for parents. Paying for college is expensive, which is why college financial planning should really begin as soon as a child is born. But let's be honest, sometimes or all the time, life gets in the way, and before you know it, college is right around the corner. And you haven't done as much college financial planning as you would have liked. You're not alone. College students pay for their financial schooling differently. Some take out loans, others get scholarships, some have parents who pay their way, and others receive little to no help at all from their parents. So today we're going to talk about 12 tips for college financial planning. Number one, of course, is start saving immediately. You can consider opening a 529 college savings plan. This type of investment lets you draw funds tax-free for college expenses. You can contribute up to $300,000 in most states. Even if you start saving towards the end of their high school years, it'll still make a big dent in what they'll owe during their college years. The second tip is to keep saving for retirement. The college savings mistake that some parents make is stop saving for their own retirement to start saving for their children's college. This is a big no-no, but we get it. As a parent, you want to take care of your kids, but think of it this way. If you don't save for retirement, it means your child will someday have to take care of you. Instead, look for ways to contribute to both your investment accounts and your child's college savings. Number three is we want to have the college money talk with our kids. One of the most important parts of college financial planning is talking to your kids about it. Don't make the mistake of allowing your child to think you are going to pay for college in its entirety when maybe that's not your plan. Yes, it's not a good conversation to have, but it's a must-do for college financial planning purposes. Talk to your kids about how much you're willing to contribute and what you cannot afford. For example, if you don't want to take your child on a college tour visit to schools that are out of their price range, unless you make it clear that you can't afford it and they can only go if they pay their own way or get scholarship or aid to cover it. Number four, you want to talk to your kids about their financial responsibility. While you're talking about and speaking to your kids about what you're willing to contribute to their expenses, it's a good time to talk about what your expectations are of them. For example, if you're expecting your child to pay for any college extracurriculars like Greek life or spring break trips or study abroad, if you're paying for their tuition, will your child be responsible for paying for room and board? Those types of conversations are good to have. Number five is you want to get to know the true cost of college. The price of college lists in brochures is seldom what a student really pays to attend. These are ballpark figures. In contrast, the net price calculator allows students to enter specific information about themselves to discover a closer approximate cost. Any college that participates in federal financial aid programs is required to have one of these on their website. A net price calculator is a calculator that provides the net price or the amount the student pays to attend an institution in a single academic year after subtracting scholarships and grants the student receives. The sixth tip is to ask for college contributions as gifts. Throughout the high school years, you can ask family members to give college contributions as gifts for birthdays, holidays, and graduations. For example, grandparents can deposit directly into 529 plans or buy non-cash college gifts like computers or textbooks. Tip number seven, you want to avoid paying for college from your 401k. You may be tempted to withdraw from your 401k to pay for college. The problem with this is, depending upon your age, you may hit a withdrawal penalty. In addition, you limit the amount of growth in your retirement assets. You may find yourself lacking what you need in retirement. There's an option for a 401k loan, but there are stipulations such as having to pay it back within 5 years, etc. Tip number eight, you can help kids create a budget while in high school. Before you drop your kids off to college, you need to teach them how to budget. You don't want them to blow through their college savings account the first semester eating out and buying things online. Go over what are responsible for paying for each month so they can save accurately. Tip number nine, you want to explain the ins and outs of the student loan. When the time comes to fill out the FAFSA, do it with your child. Don't just fill it out for them. Walk your child through the loan process and explain what everything means. If your child will be expected to pay back the loans independently, he or she needs a good understanding of what these type of loan repayments will look like how much per month they'll have to pay and how interest accrues. Tip number 10, encourage kids to work a part-time job. Encouraging them to do that during their college years is actually proven to be beneficial, and not just financially. Studies show that not only a side gig help pay for college costs, but the students working up to 15 hours a week are more focused in class, resulting in higher GPAs than students who don't work at all. They won't be the only kid working, as almost 70% of college students work while taking college courses. Number 11, you want to calculate your new budget. Take into consideration what your new budget will look like once your kid is left for college. For instance, if your child is in college, you'll no longer be paying for as many groceries at home or sports or things like that. Can you take money out of what you would have used to pay for things that you need for when your child was home to pay for some college expenses? So that's something to consider. Number 12, speak to a financial advisor. It's always a good idea to speak with your financial advisor about suggestions for paying for college. They'll help you strategize withdrawals and make college financial planning less stressful. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.